Today we're in the Peak District, a place called Castleton. We're just going to have a wander around the village and to give you a quick look, and then we're going to have a walk up to Mam Tor and make it around. These shots before we start our walk are at random, just to give you an idea what Castleton looks like. And again, we're in Castle Street now. We've got a pub on our left hand side just opposite the church. That's the George, and just past there you've got the castle. End of the street you've got the Bull's Head. That's looking towards Mam Tor in the visitor centre, and that's more or less the front street leading up from the Bull's Head pub. We're just filming at random round the village. We see we've got a chippy on our left hand side. We're just making our way up towards the Peak Cavern. The Peak Cavern is about 100 yards in front of us. So we're just off to the front of there. Well, we're more or less at the front of the Peak Cavern now. We'll just go a bit further forward and then we'll be turning round and starting our walk then. It's a beautiful place. Well, we're just round that tiny bend and we'll be at the front. We'll have a quick look. So we're just outside the Peak Cavern now. It's 9:45, we're early. We're heading forward now towards Mam Tor. Just above you, you've got Peveril Castle. We just left the entrance of the cavern. We're making our way down to the little bridge. So we're back at the little bridge now. We just turn right over the bridge and then left, following the stream down to the main street in Castleton. We've got a little emporium on our way through, and we're walking in between there and the little shop. Well, that's what it's called. You're walking with the taxi driver today. As you can see, we're just following the little stream there. Very warm today, it's the 8th of July. We come out near the visitor centre. We've a little cafe on our left hand side. You've got the car park there and you've got toilets and that. So we just have a quick look in the centre. So we just turn left at the visitor centre. We're heading towards Hollowford Road. We've parked our car for free, but if all the free spaces are used up, the car park is £5 all day. So we walk up to the road and then turn left. We're on Hollowford Road now. Like I say, it's a very warm day today. As we walk up the road, we see all these little calves here just sheltering under the trees. We just keep heading forward up the road. We're looking for a right turn now. You'll see a sign on your right hand side, says strictly no dogs. Then just after there they've got like a stone building. Just keep walking up the road. On the bend you'll see a sign that says Hollowford Centre. We turn right there and that's the view on our left hand side. We're heading towards Springhouse Farm now. So we're just following the track now. If you look to your right hand side you'll see Hope Cement Works. We're just wandering down the path now. We'll just give you a quick look. As we walk along we look to our right and we can see Peveril Castle and the edge of Peak Cavern there, look, where we started. And then we look behind us and we can see Winnats Pass there. We'll be finishing down there as we come back. We head forward and cross over some tiny stepping stones over a stream. It's easy enough to follow as this walk. We just follow the sign for Loose Hill. This is looking back, but we walk forward 100 yards, pass a building on our right hand side and then turn left through the gate. And there's your view. We've got like a big ditch on our right hand side. We're starting to walk slightly uphill now towards a farm. Just before the farm, we turn right and cross over the little stream. Look at this here. As I were talking to you, this little squirrel's come there. Now, is that a red squirrel or a grey squirrel? I don't know. I think he's certainly got a ready look about him, but, you know, I wouldn't like to put my money on it. He's gone. We'll keep going. We cross over the little stream and come out at the field at the other side. And this is the view. As we walk up through the field, we notice there's half a dozen rams and most of them are asleep, but this one's just sat up watching us. We're out into the next field now and we've 30 or 40 cows. On our left hand side we've got the farmer there, look, hay timing. Well, they're just stopping. It's probably nearly dinner time now. Well, we'll leave them to it. Well, he's got one at front of his tractor and one at back. Look, one hay bale either end. Well, I think that'll about do. As we're steadily making our way uphill, we've one or two at cows coming a bit closer. At the back you've got what's known as the Shivering Mountain because it just keeps slipping. There used to be a road down there, but they closed it a few years ago. We walk about halfway up the field that has the cows in, and just at the end of the wall we turn right. You can see the footpath sign. So we're just heading forward. We've got the light wire fence on our left and we can see the Hope Cement Works on your right. We just head across the fields. Eventually we come to a gate, far side with a signpost, Lucille. We turn left there, uphill. That's Lucille Farm there. So we turn left through the gate, uphill, through another gate, heading to the right-hand side of the trees on the skyline. We're just below the trees now, just stopped for a blow. We can see hang gliders above Mam Tor, so we hope to get a bit closer to them. Well, we're not too far from the top now. We just keep heading forward. We've been following the fence line up on our right. When we get to a stile, we cross over and keep going uphill, crossing over another stile, following them people in the distance. We shouldn't be so far off then. Well, here we are at the top now. This is called Lucille. We're turning left now, heading towards Mam Tor. We look over to our right and we've got Edale over there, look. We'll show you a bit more as we head along the top. We've got train down below us there and looks like we've got the river as well. Before we head forward, we'll just take a quick shot up the valley. So we're following the ridge line now. Well, we've just stopped for a drink. We're steadily making our way across the top to the next hill. We've made our way to the hill. We head down the other side. We're more or less at Hollins Cross now, and as you can see, we've got Mam Tor in front of us, but before we go any further, we look to our right. Well, we're just coming up to Mam Tor now, look. And if we look down below, we can see the Shivering Mountain. As you can see, the side of it keeps slipping into the road, then slipping down below, and after many repairs over the years, they decided to shut it, you know, 20 or 30 years ago. As we slowly make our way up to the top, we decide to look at the right hand side. Down below us we've got Edale and then Grinsbrook. I don't know if you can see this because the sun's dazzling me. All them hang gliders over Winnats Pass, there's about 15 of them. Well, we've got the hang glider here, or one of them. Another one here, look. And as you can see, that's just where we've come from there. Well, we're nearly at the top now. There's hang gliders everywhere, it's great. I'm trying to get a close-up, but you know, we've still got an hour or two left to finish our walk. We'll see if we can. Well, if he'd turn round, I'd be able to see his face. We've got hang glider in the pilot, just to the left, if that's what he's called. Well, there's the top of Mam Tor. We're just coming off the top of Mam Tor now. In front of us you've got Russup Edge. We're heading down to the road and then turning left. If we look to our left, we can see a tiny car park and the hang glider lads there with the gliders just drying out or whatever they do. We'll just keep swinging left. And if we look there, we've got Winnats Pass. That's where we're heading. As we make our way down, we've got Edale on our right hand side. We're just heading down to the road. Just in front of us we've got Russup Edge. We just turn left on the inside of the road, downhill, and we're heading towards a little car park and to where the hang glider lads are. There's just a little notice board at the side of Mam Tor. It used to be known as the Mother Hill. It was the home of the ancient Celtic people 3,000 years ago. And it says burial mounds have held their secrets since the time when bronze was first worked. And a fort once stood on the summit. It had ditch and ramparts. And that's what it looked like there. And when this was built, they were still using stone axe heads and flint tools. We cross over the road into the next field and then just bear left. We head forward, cross over the road and head towards the left-hand side of the farm. Just follow the wall. At the end of the farm, we turn left onto the road. Just before we turn left onto the road, let's just give you a shot of Winnats Pass. We're going down there. Castleton is at the other side. After about 100 yards, we're onto the grass, so we're off the road now. We're steadily making our way downhill now. We can see somebody stood on the top up there. As you can see, there's plenty of grass on the left-hand side as you go down to walk and keep off the road. Well, we're heading down towards the bottom now in Castleton. Well, we've just got to the end of Winnats Pass. In front of us, we've got Speedwell Caverns. We just follow the path at the side of the road. You've got Castleton in front of you. We've just passed Speedwell Caverns. We look to our right-hand side. We go through the gate. The sign says Longcliffe. We're just following the path, and this should take us round the edge of the fields, back into Castleton. There we are, just looking back now towards Winnats Pass and Mam Tor, and we've got about 10 hang gliders. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, another 5 minutes and we're back in Castleton. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Peak District. You've been walking with a taxi driver today.